안녕 여러분.
This is how we do when my homies go.
You're listening to Gecko Radio, Jeju Morning Alternative. Okay, we are live. Welcome back. Yes, okay. I think we are live here. For some reason, I was up and I was broadcasting, but then it just didn't show up. It just said like we're waiting to broadcast. So please ignore that first video. I'm gonna get rid of that one. That was weird for some reason. But I think we're straight up live. I think we're officially live now. Let me just double check. I think we're live. Yes? Are we live? We're good? Okay. Yes. Okay. We are live. All right, good morning, everybody. That was weird. We did broadcast exactly at 7. For some reason, YouTube didn't put it up, but we are back. Yes. All right. So with that said, we're kind of we have to jump ahead a little bit here. But today is Jeju's Artist Spotlight, and we are featuring Blazer Pineapple. They're an amazing local band. They're pretty much the next generation of Jeju rock, and we are super excited to showcase them. So they've only got one song right now. They only have one single, but we're going to play that later when we actually do the Artist Spotlight segment. So we're going to play other music throughout the day, which is totally fine. We know them personally, and they're really amazing. We're going to do the weather, question of the day, and then Jeju Morning News Briefing, what's going down in the GEC, and Artist Spotlight. That's a big one where we are covering Blazer Pineapple. We even have their banner up, which is pretty sweet. So with that said, I think we need to just move right along here. Let's start with the first song. This is Normal Aliens. This is byul, Sandoe, and Humin.
일반인이라 여겼지만 똑같지 Cause
we're just alien, abnormal alien.
Somebody said it's invasion 허나 우린 줄곧 여기에 있어 적응하기까지 몇 년의 세월 대부분 떠났지만 우린 여기에 있어 중앙로 지하도 어제 2008년 출사의 막내 그게 시작점 공연장 담배 연기 낭만이 가득하던 20살 처음 마이크 잡아 지나고 보니 좋았었지 현재 날 모른 마흔인데 이젠 뒷전에라 생각할지 몰라도 아직 써낼 가사가 남았는지 나 여기에 있어 블루의 린딘 아까밤 함께 했던 형제들은 전부 각자의 자리에서 난 무대 위에서 또 계속 비트를 채워나가 like invasion
We are alien, oh we are alien.
Coming true
We're not alien, oh we're not alien.
지켜봐 우리 일방인이라 여겼지만 똑같지 Cause
we're just alien, abnormal alien.
도시에 머물던 이내 몸은 시퍼런 바다를 넘고 또 넘어 이제야 정든 곳엔이었으나 나는 이 길 위에 길손이로다 불러도 대답 없는 나그네여 이름조차 잊은 채 걷고 있네
다 우리 일방인이라 여겼지만 똑같지 Cause
We're just alien, a normal alien.
You're listening to the GEC's very own Gecko Radio, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Jeju Morning Alternative. That's right, Monday through Friday, Jeju Alternative, Jeju Morning Alternative, that is. We are Gecko Radio, broadcasting live from the Global Education City, also known as the GEC on Jeju Island. Good morning. We got Ben in the house, Random Asian Guy 435. You know, it's funny, like, I look back on our videos and I'm just like, oh, Random Asian Guy said this. And it comes off as like, if you don't understand the context, it sounds like super rude. But that's literally his screen name, okay? It's called Random Asian Guy. I'm not just saying some random Asian guy said this, okay? So, you know, I just want to get that out there, all right? So Ben is in the house. Chrissy is also in the house. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us this morning. Yeah, we had a technical hiccup today, broadcasted on the dot 7 a.m. And then I was just like super distracted because I was noticing like nobody's watching. And you know, sometimes that happens. Like it was like, okay, nobody's going to watch today. But then I was checking and it just wasn't showing up live. And for some reason, even though I was broadcasting, it wasn't getting through to YouTube. So I had to restart the whole thing again. So that's why we are a little bit off to a late start today. Technical difficulties, man. You know, whenever I was a little kid and something happened on TV and they, you know, put up that little and it's like and it was just like technical difficulties we are experiencing. I was just like, are they really having technical difficulties? And I'm like, now I get it. I'm like, yes, it's actually crazy that this is even possible. You know what I mean? The more I think about it, the more it blows my mind. Technology, man. Okay. Let's get into it. I'm your host, Mark Che. Yes, hello. How you doing? My name is Mark, and I am the DJ. I am the MC. I am the guy who needs to clear his throat right now. Apologies. Apologies about that. Yes, I'm the dude. I'm the dude in the Hawaiian shirts. Every morning, 7 to 8 a.m., talking to you. You are seeing my head that is moving, and the mouth words are coming out of my little mouth hole. Yes. What am I even talking about, bro? All right. Please follow Gecko Radio Jeju on Instagram. You can follow me if you feel like it, but yeah, I would say Gecko Radio Jeju is where it's at. That's where we put little highlights and little cool little clips of the day. So yes, little updates as well. For example, one of our videos is kind of going viral a little bit, where we're showcasing that really cool app that connected to all the cameras around the island to show the status of the shores and traffic and stuff. Well, now that website was overloaded, so I don't know if it's still shut down, but we had to put a little update there. What I'm saying is, like, you know, follow our Instagram because we'll put little tidbits and stuff up there. Okay. Also, please follow our writer Jeju Jade, who's super cool, talented, and beautiful and amazing, and she makes all the scripts and she finds all the stories. So yes, she's the one who really is the core, the soul of Gecko Radio for sure. Okay. Yes, I am kind of dazed today. No, the thing is, Ben, you've just joined us, but for some reason, like Thursdays always get a little bit weird. The weird days, some technical hiccup or some glitch, they get a little bit weird. So, when you know it's a Thursday, you know what I mean? Okay, so yes, if I'm out of it, it's because I had to like restart everything. So yes, a little bit out of the loop, but we'll make it through, guys. We'll make it through together. Okay, so. Let's get into the question of the day. It's the Gecko question of the day. It's the Gecko question of the day. Question of the day. It's the Gecko question of the day. Yeah. All right, if you're Korean, you better get this one. What Korean national holiday is celebrated every year on August 15th, marking Korea's liberation from Japanese colonial rule in 1945. You better get this, guys. Is it Seolnal? Is it Jeonjeol? Is it Gwangbokjeol? Or is it Gaechuncheol? Okay, which one is it? Seolnal, Jeonjeol, Gwangbokjeol or Jejeonjeol. All right, which one is it? A, B, C, or D? Go ahead and just put the word in. I forgot to tell the writer I prefer it if we don't use letters. So yes, just type the holiday in into the chat. You better get it right if you are Korean. You better. You will get it right. You will get it right, guys. Okay, so yes, that should be a nice giveaway there. And here we go. We're gonna move right along. We're gonna do our next song, and then we're gonna get into the weather. Let's do that, okay? This one, this is Stargirl by the amazing punk band Chant. Let's enjoy, and we'll be back with the weather after that.
What's the weather like in Jeju? We're gonna tell you what to do if it's sunny or rainy or calling typhoons. What's the weather like in Jeju?
Okay, everybody, what's the weather like in Jeju for Thursday, August 13th? Okay, we are waking up to partly cloudy skies across. Yeah, I mean, I was just outside and it's like, I wouldn't even say partly cloudy. It's looking pretty clear, at least in the Daejeong area, okay? It's another warm, humid summer morning. Temperatures will climb to around 30 to 31 degrees in many areas this afternoon. It's going to be hot, you guys, with a chance of some showers developing later in the day. Here in Daejeong, that's where we are in the GEC. Expect a warm and muggy start with temperatures climbing from the mid-20s to around 30 or 31 degrees this afternoon. Skies should stay partly to mostly cloudy, okay? We'll see. I don't know. I guess the clouds are going to come in, but it's not looking that cloudy right now. We'll see, you guys. Okay, up in Jeju City, it'll also be cloudy and humid, and temperatures reaching around 31 degrees. Even without extreme temperatures, the humidity will make it feel noticeably hotter. Down in Seogwipo, expect similar conditions, cloudy, humid, and around 30 degrees by the afternoon. Over in Seongsan and the east, it's another cloudy start with temperatures hovering around 29 to 30 degrees later today. Easterly winds may be a little bit more noticeable on the eastern side of the island. So the big picture for Thursday, plenty of clouds, temperatures, and 30 degrees. High humidity and possibility of a shower later on. Keep the umbrella nearby just in case. Stay hydrated and get ready for another sticky August day in Jeju. So there we go. Yes, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we're saying it's going to be cloudy today, but I don't know about that. Well, it might come in later. You just know how Jeju weather it is. It's super unpredictable sometimes and can change on a whim. Ben says, "AWOL, the same as yesterday, not bad. It's cloudy right now, so these clouds won't come down to Daejeong maybe." Yeah, we never know. The thing is too, Halasan, it's like acts as a wall or a shield to other parts of the island. It'll like block fog and keep fog on one side, and then it'll keep sun on the other side, or it'll keep snow on the it's Halasan's kind of just this crazy wild card X factor when it comes to Jeju weather, but also the currents as well. The currents are quite different depending where you are in Jeju, and that can affect the weather too. So yeah, Jeju weather, you really can't you cannot be tamed. It cannot be predicted. 100% for sure. Okay. You guys, we I think we should just do the answer to the question of the day right now because we had to start a little bit later in the day because of the technical difficulties. So why don't we do that right now? Let's do it now.
It's the get-go question of the day. It's the get-go question of the day. Question of the day. It's the get-go question of the day.
Yeah. Okay, for 10,000 cool points, what national holiday is celebrated every year on August 15th, marking Korea's liberation from Japanese colonial rule in 1945? Is it Seolnal, Jeonjeol, Gwangbokjeol, or Gaechunjeol? And the answer is C. Ding dong ding. Yes. Ben says it's C again. Yeah, we don't plan that. We gotta mix up the order. So we'll make sure it's not C next time. How's that sound? Okay. Yes, it is Gwangbokjeol, and this is mainly for our listeners who are not Korean who are tuning in. Some of our listeners might just be joining Jeju Island for the very first time because we have these new teachers visiting the island. This might be their first time living in Korea, you know what I mean? And they're coming to Jeju, which is kind of interesting. So yes, Gwangbokjeol is celebrated every year on August 15th, marking Korea's liberation from Japanese colonial rule. I just saw that glitch out there and that made me super nervous because we have brownouts in our building before and it's shut down the electricity. So knock on wood, that doesn't happen. Okay. And this year, the holiday is also bringing a big travel rush to Jeju from August 13th through 17th. Around, 100,000 visitors are expected. It was just 232. That would not be impressive, but it's 100,000 visitors that are expected to come to the island, about 3.4% more than last year. And there's one extra thing to know about this year. August 15th falls on a Saturday. So Monday, August 17th, is one of those substitute public holidays that gives many people in Korea a 3-day weekend from Saturday through Monday. Korea's public holiday rules include Gwangbokjeol among the national holidays eligible for a substitute holiday when it falls on a weekend. That's great. I'm really happy that Korea does that. The USA, they do not do that. If we have a national holiday on a Saturday, they're like, well, back to work on Monday. Doesn't matter. So it's cool that they bump a holiday on so you get a 3-day weekend out of it. The busiest day itself is expected to be August 15, Gwangbokjeol, with around 51,000 people arriving in Jeju. A big part of the increase is coming from overseas visitors, with more international flights and cruise ships scheduled during the holiday period. So if you're heading out around Jeju this weekend, expect things to be a little busier than usual. And also, happy Gwangbokjeol, okay? Happy Gwangbokjeol. Yes. Very, very nice. Yes, Ben can sleep in next Monday. That's a really good feeling when that Sunday evening sun hits you and you have a panic and you think you're going to school or you have to go to work, but then you realize, oh, we got a substitute holiday. That's super nice. Yeah, Ben, that's the best. What if you wake up on? Oh, here's our pictures of the question of the day as well. Very nice. Celebrating, yes, liberation from Japanese colonial rule, 1945. Let's go. All right. Moving on, we are going to do our next song, and then we're gonna get into the Jeju morning news briefing. Yes, okay. This one is a beloved band of Gecko Radio. This is Bulgogi Disco with Submarine. We'll play this. We're gonna come back with the news.
When we arrive at the same time, smooch from another. We're gonna be what we wanna be, at last every other. When we arrive at the same time, smooch from another. Having a wild time, dive into something more comfortable, spice. Submarine goes to sea. When we arrive at the same time, smooch one another. We're gonna be what we wanna be, at last every other. We're gonna be what we wanna be, at last every other.
All right, welcome back. Yes, we have Ben says, is it me or is the screen black? Yes, we're having a really weird technical hiccups today. So if that's the case, just go ahead and just reload the video and it should come back on. But today's been a weird day. Like first we broadcast, it didn't come back on. So yes, if it has like a weird glitch or if the screen is black, just go ahead and just like do a little refresh and hopefully we're back on. All right. Yes, today is a weird one. ICG in the house. Good morning, man. Good morning. Good to see you, buddy. Okay, we just finished question of the day, and yes, we're getting right into the news. This just in. Jeju morning news briefing. All right, welcome back to Jeju Morning News Briefing. First up this morning, Jeju's electric vehicle subsidies. We talked about this where the Jeju government, they gave you a little boost, a little help if you want to get an EV car. We did it ourselves. Well, here's the thing. They are disappearing. They're flying off the shelf like hotcakes, so to speak. They are disappearing almost as fast as they open, with demand surging amid continued high fuel prices. Yes, that's kind of the big reason why we ended up getting an EV, because of the fuel fluctuations and the fuel price. And then we got our truck. I love this truck. It's a Muso EV. It's a pickup truck and it's an EV, and we can plug it directly into our house. So that is sweet. So, anyways, yes, according to headline Jeju province has closed applications early for its second half EV subsidy program after demand quickly exceeded the available supply. Yes, so they had to shut it down. Sorry, guys. Applications, but we did let you know. We'd let you know the day of. We let you know just before it opened. So, yes, okay. Applications for passenger EVs open on August 6th, and more than 870 applications were submitted within the first hour alone. Wow, that's almost as bad as trying to get like a BTS ticket. You know what I mean? The following day, applications for electric trucks topped within 500 within an hour. Yes, the electric pickup trucks, what I have, the Muso EV, they're popping up everywhere. A lot of these farmers are just like, bro, EV pickup truck, I'm on it. And I gotta say, I love my truck. I love it. Okay. It's forced the province to close that category later that same day. Wow. The program had originally allocated subsidies for 1,200 passenger cars and 400 trucks, but Jeju accepted they accepted additional applications to account for possible cancellations and delivery delays. With both the first and second half programs combined, Jeju is expected to support around 6,800 EV vehicles this year, about 500 more than its original annual target. Wow. Provincial officials say that rapid sellout shows how strong interest in switching to EV vehicles has come across the island. Yeah, it makes sense. It does. It does make sense. And my truck, my pickup does the job. I really thought like it'd be kind of weird to get a pickup truck and it's EV, but I gotta say I love it. It's just the only thing is it's very quiet. You know, I expect a little rumble to my truck, but I'm not complaining. I love that thing. So if the third rollout comes out, of course we're gonna let you know. We let you know about the second rollout the day of. But it ran out, guys. It's all out. All right. Max is in the house. Good morning, Max. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you, buddy. All right. Next one. Here. Let's see. Our second story, this is a warning about the growing number of fraud cases here in Jeju. According to Jeju police, more than 22,000 fraud cases were reported on the island over the 3 years from 2023 through 2025. Fraud now accounts for more than 80% of Jeju's reported economic crimes, and the methods are becoming increasingly varied. Yes, these fraudsters, they're becoming very clever, okay? Jamin Daily reported that one recent scam involved criminals pretending to be firefighters or government officials. We talked about that, telling businesses that they need to purchase certain safety equipment. This year alone, Jeju has already seen 10 cases involving people impersonating firefighters who with reported losses totaling more than 80 million won. So yes, I think some folks in our chat are brand new business owners on Jeju. So do be careful. If you get phone calls saying that they are the police or saying that they are firefighters, and they say that you should purchase items or equipment off of a certain site and then send the money of them, do not do that. There's a big chance they would just never do that. They wouldn't do that. So that should be a massive red flag, okay? So if you're a new business owner, I'm looking at you, camera, because I think some new business owners are in the chat. Please be careful, okay? Another growing problem is the so-called no-show linked scam. Scammers make large oh yeah, we talked about this too. Scammers, what they do, they make large restaurant reservations or pretend to represent a public institution or even a government office, and then they ask the business to purchase products on their behalf. After the money is transferred, both the customer and the supposed supplier, boop, they just disappear. They're like, hey, buy this fancy wine from this supplier, blah, blah, blah. We'll show up with 20 people. And then that supposed supplier is gone. The customer is gone. And there you go. You spent your money and you got scammed. Okay. Between January and May this year, 95 of these cases were reported in Jeju, causing around 3.3 billion won in losses. Police say these crimes can be especially difficult to investigate because many happen over the phone or online, making suspects harder to identify. And over the past 3 years, police have solved about 68% of reported fraud cases. That ain't bad. Of course, we want 100%, but I would say 68 is good. Let's make it better, but 68%, okay. The message this morning is simple. Be cautious when someone is claiming to represent a government agency and asks you to buy something or transfer money. They just would not do it. And if after you hang up, why don't you call the actual office, the organizational office, and they'll be like, "Nah, man, we don't do that. Please be careful." Okay, all right. In our third story here, could electricity itself help create more rain? Scientists here in Jeju are teaming up with U.S. researchers to test a new kind of cloud seeding technology that could change how artificial rainfall works. Buh? Wow, this is straight up X-Men stuff. According to NBC, Korea's National Institute of Meteorological Sciences has been conducting a 3-day experiment in Seogwipo where researchers from the University of North Dakota since Wednesday. So the experiment began yesterday. Traditional cloud seeding usually involves releasing particles into clouds to encourage rain, but this new method takes a very different approach, using electrical fields to help tiny cloud particles form and grow into ice crystals. This is like black magic, y'all. That's crazy. Researchers recently found that this process may work even at relatively low voltages, and the Jeju experiment will be the first attempt to test those findings in a large-scale cloud chamber. Very cool. The Korea team's cloud physics chamber will be combined with a high-precision electric field generator developed in the U.S., allowing researchers to observe how cloud particles react under different temperatures and electrical conditions. Yes. So very interesting. Officials say the project could become a world first weather technology and potentially open up a new area of cooperation between Korea and the US. So, yes, before they used to make clouds by dropping little particles, but now using electricity. That's straight up magic. That's craziness. Okay, you guys. Let's continue on here. We're going to do another song, and then we're going to get into what's going down in the GEC. Moving right along. This is an amazing band. They're going to be playing at the 2026 Stepping Stone Festival, which is happening from Friday to Saturday this week. Yep, that's tomorrow. They're amazing. We're happy to have them on. They have an amazing sound. This is Whoo the Spicy with I Wish.
인생 무상 욕망 무진 고통
It's a beautiful day in the GEC, the global edu city. What's going on? What's going down? That's NLCS or SJA or KIS or BHA. What's going on? What's happening? What's going down in the GEC? All right, what is going down in the GEC, also known as it is known as the Global Education City. Yes, our first GEC story this morning, we're looking back at a special reunion held last Friday, August 7th at KIS Jeju. Very nice. KIS International School Jeju marked its 15th anniversary with an alumni reunion, bringing together former students and staff from different graduating classes. Very nice. Here's the image of the alumni here. Very nice. Looking good, looking good. Let's see. The evening opened up with remarks from the school director, Patrick M. Carroll, followed by plenty of time for alumni to reconnect, share old memories, and build new connections across the wider KIS community. This year's gathering was especially meaningful because it celebrated not only 15 years since the school opened, but also 10 years since KIS Jeju produced its first graduating class. That's right. Yeah. Okay. As the school put it, once a dragon, always a dragon. Yes, they are the dragons, the KISJ dragons, okay? Congratulations to KIS Jeju and all the alumni who came back to celebrate together. That's always nice. Okay, moving on to our next GC news. This is really awesome. A Branksome Hall Asia student has taken her music all the way from Jeju to two of New York's most famous stages, okay? Branksome Hall Asia student Ruya Kim is being celebrated for a remarkable series of performances in New York. Well done. Ruya was invited to perform at both Lincoln Center and Carnegie Hall. Wow. Okay, check out this image. Good for her. Giving her the chance to share her music at two of the world's best-known performance venues. Following her performances, she also receives a certificate of merit from the New York State Assembly member Ron Kim, as recognizing her contribution to the arts. It's a wonderful achievement for a student from our GEC community and a great example of how dedication and opportunity can take young talent far beyond Jeju. Yay! Congratulations to Ruya, and we'll be excited to see where her musical journey takes her next. That's awesome. Yeah, our GEC students, they sometimes they have these amazing opportunities. One of my students, he's a very good fencer, and he just won like a major tournament overseas as well. So I got to tell him to fill us in so we can Ian, if you're listening, we'll put you on blast, okay? If you win tournaments, we'll put you on, okay? Because you are a GEC student. All right, guys? Yes. All right, everybody. We are going to move right along. We're going to do another song break, and then we're going to get into our main Thursday segment, which is Artist Spotlight, featuring the amazing Blazer Pineapple. We're going to put up their logo right here. Here they are. This is Blazer Pineapple right here. We're going to keep their logo up. We're going to keep that up. I'm going to drag this down and keep it up throughout the rest of the episode. And until then, let's enjoy this next song. And then we're going to get into Artist Spotlight. All right. This one is an amazing rock band, super rock elements. This is Ironpig. And then we're going to come back with Artist Spotlight.
하늘에서 작은 별빛과 달 속아 희미한 별똥별은 사라지고 드문 밤서 작은 별빛만 바라보다 무심한 바람은 사라지네 어두운 밤 하늘에 떠오르는 신기루 고요한 마음에 내 가슴을 비추네
Artist Spotlight.
I get in trouble. 위험해.
That's right. Now it's time for today's Artist Spotlight, and we're staying right here in Jeju with, I'm going to call him pretty much the next generation of Jeju rock, the Jeju rock scene. That is Blazer Pineapple. And if you can see here, we actually got their banner up, which is super nice. Yes. Okay. So Blazer Pineapple, we know them personally. They're super awesome. All few photos used today are from Blazer Pineapple's social media or shared to Gecko Radio via messages. So thank you so much, Blazer. They are a young indie band based in Jeju, and we're talking young, okay, made up of friends who met through their middle school band club and eventually formed the group while they were in high school. That's amazing. The 6 members are Kim Ah-young on the vocals, okay, Kim Ji-hoo and Im Bo-ram on guitar, Go Seung-hyun on bass, Kim Ju-hwan on drums, and Boo Ji-yoon on keyboard. So that's awesome. We actually have several GEC bands who also met through high school, middle school, and high school clubs, and then they went on to form just a straight up band. So that's awesome. This is pretty much the journey that they're doing. And yes, the name Blazer Pineapple is fun. It's supposed to sound a little unexpected. They describe themselves as a band that wants to give listeners an experience that is polished like a blazer, but fresh like a pineapple. And the pineapples also get that snappy, snap taste to it. It's got a little bite to it, you know what I mean? Musically, Blazer Pineapple doesn't want to be locked into any one genre. They are constantly experimenting, challenging themselves, and searching for new sounds. And that approach has already earned them plenty of recognition, okay? So let's get rid of this one. Okay, check out this one. Oh, I can put both up. All right. Yes, recognition here with multiple competition awards since November 2024 and several more throughout 2025. Congratulations, guys. At the same time, they're continuing to shape their own musical identity, turning memories, love, freedom, and their experiences growing into original songs. So yes, they've been together since middle school, all through high school, and now they're getting out of high school. So they've been together for several years, okay? Now, according to an interview with Jeju indie music platform Indie Land at indie.land.jeju, amazing source, by the way, the original members, Ah-young, Ji-hoo, Bo-ram, and Ju-hwan, first came together through their middle school band club. Apologies. Ji-yoon and Seung-hyun later joined through Ju-hwan, completing the current 6-member lineup. And being a Jeju band is an important part of their identity. They've talked about growing up surrounded by Jeju's scenery, culture, environment, and local community that has shaped the way they write songs. In fact, many of their original lyrics use images from Jeju's nature as metaphors. Now, we can say, oh my gosh, they're using symbolism and imagery from Jeju and the ocean, the beach. Well, they're from Jeju, y'all. You know what I mean? What do you expect? If you come from Manhattan, you're going to use probably the Chrysler building, the Statue of Liberty, stuff like that. So yeah, okay. On August 11th, Blazer Pineapple officially released their single, Soomyeon. All right, and let's put up Soomyeon right now. There it is. It's a beautiful image, by the way. And this album cover is designed by the very talented frontwoman, Ah-young. Yes, I don't know if this is in the script, but she and I actually had a talk. I was like, how did you get started, Ah-young? She's the singer, the frontwoman. And she's like, well, actually, I'm not a singer. I'm not a music background. Actually, I do fine arts. And bro, I'm also fine arts, and we talked about our background is in drawing and painting. So I completely believe that this is her original work. That is amazing, okay? Interestingly, the whole idea starts with the Korean word Soomyeon. That is the title of their track here because it has 2 meanings. One can mean sleep, but the other also means the surface of water. In an online interview with us, Blazer Pineapple explained that the song actually began a year ago at Blazer Pineapple's first attempt at writing an original song. After winning first place at a competition, because they did a lot of covers beforehand, and then they're like, okay, time to step it up, time to make our own stuff. The members felt it was time to stop only performing other people's music and start creating something that was them. You know what I mean? That was their identity. Guitarist Ji-hoo had written a poem about wanting to love everything and live freely. Ah-young read it and realized that the word Soomyeon could connect with both a dream and dream world and the ocean. From there, the song began to take shape, but it wasn't exactly a smooth process. The first vocal melody they created ended up being too high for Ayoung's range. Yeah, so the song had to be put aside for a couple of months. Give her voice box a rest there. And then during that time, the band finished the other original songs before eventually returning to Soomyeon, rewriting the chorus and finally completing it. So in a funny way, Soomyeon was both their first original song and one of the last songs they actually finished. Yeah, that is cool. It's like a full circle thing. The meaning behind it is beautiful as well. In dreams, it can sometimes feel easier to accept our wounds, the pain around us, and even parts of life that are difficult to love, almost as if everything has been quietly covered by deep water. But back above the surface, in reality, loving all those things becomes harder, okay? Soomyeon is also about wanting to keeping anyway, okay? Musically, they create that feeling with dreamy synths, softer guitar tones, and a melody that moves almost like gentle waves, giving you the feeling of floating somewhere beneath the ocean. And the music video is very much a Blazer Pineapple DIY production too, okay? We have this Polaroid shot from the music video shooting day. Ayoung originally planned to work with photographers that she had collaborated with before, but then the plan fell through just a couple weeks before filming. So the members, they said, okay, well, we got to do it themselves. Good on you guys. That's what Gecko Radio is. This is a shot. This next shot here is of their single album movie production proposal Zoom meeting. Okay. So it looks like a Zoom meeting here. Them talking through Zoom. Yes, they created their own storyline and storyboard, divided up the work, rented equipment, borrowed a gimbal. Wow, they even borrowed a gimbal. In Korean, you call it gimbal. Okay, and filmed the video around Hamdok Beach, our beloved Hamdok. Okay, Ayoung even handled much of the directing, editing, and color correction herself. She's got a background in art, so I'm sure she dabbles in graphic design and editing. And if she doesn't, she's gonna learn. That's how I did it, using skills she had picked up from while studying in France. Yes, and because they're still students learning as they go, there were plenty of real behind the scenes moments, finding places to charge equipment. Yes, wandering between cafes. I'm sure it was a mess while filming, but they're gonna look back at this and just really appreciate it. They're gonna be like, wow, remember when we were just running around looking for chargers to charge our gimbal? You know what I mean? The exhausted band members literally falling asleep like Baskin Robbins right here. Bro, they are out. Yes. At Baskin in between takes, they're gone. Okay. That might actually be part of what makes Blazer Pineapple so exciting to watch right now. They're young, they're experimenting, they're going through it. They have their ups, their downs. I'm sure they have their disagreements. They're figuring out things among themselves. They're making their own original stuff, and they're doing it from Jeju, and they're killing it. Recently, they performed at the World Music Festival that we were just at, and they did an amazing job. These are photos from that day available on their Instagram. They also made a special limited NFT tag for the World Festival featuring Soomyeon. Let me show you how it works. So here, yes, it's like a little CD case. Can you see? And you open it up. It's like a little metal CD, right? But what you do is you take this out. And apparently, this is the first time of me trying this. Then you take it and you put it to the camera side of your phone, and it should light up. It's not linking. Maybe, yeah. Okay, maybe I'm doing it wrong. Okay, but it should light up. It should actually link you. Oh, here we go. Yes, here we go. I did it. All right. And now it's linking me to the actual track of the song. So how fun is that? That's super fun. That's funny. That's pretty cool. I didn't even know that was possible. Wow, technology, man. Okay, so yes, I'm not sure if they're gonna make these little like NFT things available again for sale, but that's super fun. It's such a sweet piece of memorabilia, and it serves as a keychain as well. And that actually is brilliant. That is actually brilliant. If they go and they meet like somebody who wants to play their music, like a producer, and they just have one of these. They just like, okay, put this to your phone, and then it immediately boots up their song. That's actually really smart. Wow, you guys, well done. Well done, really smart. Okay, so yes, please go show some Blazer Pineapple some love. Follow at Blazer_Pineapple on Instagram. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, help their algorithm out, and definitely check out the behind the scenes video they just put up making the Soomyeon music video. It's about 15 minutes long. It's fun. Okay. Here it is. It's there. Yep. That's it, man. That does it for today. We won't really have time for Jeju word of the day, but yes, amazing job with Blazer Pineapple. They are amazing. We love them very much, and we are so happy. We can't wait for them to start dropping their other singles so we can put them on and play them on our show. Okay, so that is Blazer Pineapple for the artist of the day, and of course, appropriately, we need to close out the show with their song. Okay, so this is Blazer Pineapple, Soomyeon. Keep everything in mind that I just told you about its production, and let's give some big support to Blazer Pineapple. And the actual video link is in the description of today's episode. So please click that and send them some love, you guys. Send them some love, okay? All right. We will see you guys tomorrow, Friday. And that is our Gecko Weekend Rundown, where we go through the huge, amazing things, especially the big one, the 2026 Stepping Stone Festival. Okay, so I'll see you tomorrow, 7 a.m. And this is Blazer Pineapple, Soomyeon, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, 7 a.m. Take care.
눈을 감고 수면 위로 떠오를 때면 물에 비친 내 모습을 품을 수 있어 물 위에 피어난 상처의 흔적들도 깊게 잠겨버린 안식들도 끝없어 보였던 내 안의 바닷속에 닿지 못할 내 진심도
준비 땅